Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here, and, well, this is the shit! Well, okay, not full Aga shit in general, but this one is basically, adequately satisfying! Yeah, I know I'm not, gonna be, doing the whole, the nostalgia critic, pretty much in his early years, for sure, but hey, what can you do? But anyways, welcome back everybody to a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and yeah, I guess if anything, yeah, looks like, since last weekend, it looks like I'm back, once again with, of course, pretty much, another, thoughts video on another, recent movie that, came out, and, well, I guess it's quite obvious, given to what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Ackley Attack TV t-shirt for sure, so yeah, if you have seen the latest What the Pickup episode pretty much some time ago, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about with this, but in case you don't, definitely go to my Patreon just to get the full-on details for sure, or definitely go watch my What the Pickup episode that I did some time ago to get the full-on details, But that's not what I'm talking about here today. I'm here to do another thoughts video for all of you guys on the latest movie that just came out very recently. And boy, it looks like earlier tonight I did manage to do exactly that. And well, here I am officially talking about here today. So yeah. Well, I guess pretty much if anything, ever since last week where I officially actually got to revisit the Spider-Verse for sure with, of course, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, but yeah, more details, of course, on what I thought about that movie in the previous thoughts video. I think, yeah, I guess if anything, since after revisiting the Spider-Verse last week, I think it makes sense to actually revisit another movie series that I've actually seen some time ago that we haven't actually seen the latest one in, yeah, pretty much 5 years for sure, so boy, who would have thought the first couple of weeks of June, and I'm already revisiting some movies that have that we haven't actually seen in about half a decade. That's actually quite interesting. The more you think about it, for sure. So, but yeah, I guess if anything, I guess since after last week, with, of course, revisiting the Spider-Verse, looks like I'm back to revisit another movie series that we actually haven't seen a new movie pretty much in that sense series for, yeah, pretty much 5 years now, and well, looks like the wait is long over, and well, I was slated to talk about the other ones right before this one, but I guess I didn't have the time to think of any interesting ideas, but not to worry, they are definitely coming later on, but they'll just have to be sometime later for sure, so. But hey, still not gonna stop me from officially talking about this movie that just came out for sure, so. So, yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can do, of course, that front for sure, so yeah, I think with that being said, I think this series is, of course, no need for, of course, any introduction for sure. You read the title of this video, and, well, I did hype that I would eventually see this one and officially talk about it for sure, and, well, it looks like I'm gonna do exactly that for sure, so yeah, I guess with that being said, I think it's about time that we get right on to the latest movie, and interestingly enough, I think this latest movie we're going to be talking about is actually part of a movie series that's based around pretty much a set of toys that are basically on giant robots. Yeah, I think you can pretty much get the full-on details on, of course, that front, but in case you don't, I think I guess since after last week with, of course, revisiting the Spider-Verse, I think it's about time that for today's thoughts video, we officially revisit pretty much Optimus Prime and the Autobots for sure, or or I guess in this case, give it to what I said, basically the Transformers for sure, as we talk about the latest movie that just came out, which is none other than Transformers Rise of the Beast. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I'm talking about here today is, of course, the latest movie that just came out not too long ago, and is, of course, the newest installment in, of course, the Transformers movie. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so before I can go right ahead and talk about this latest movie, I think it's gonna make sense to talk about, well, Transformers in general. Now, to be fair, as a little kid, I wasn't actually really into Transformers for sure, but upon seeing what goes down for the past few years during my childhood, and even seeing them pop up at several sections of the toy aisle any store that you visit, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that Transformers has actually been around and, well, has been the flagship toy franchise that's been around for toy company Hasbro alongside My Little Pony and G.I. Joe. So yeah, I never really actually collected any of the toys when I was a kid, but I think I did recall maybe seeing a few of the cartoon shows that do revolve around Transformers, and yeah, pretty much, if anything, some of the ones I've pretty much took note on and did some research on, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, some of them are actually really good, particularly the original cartoon from the 80s for sure, So, yeah, I guess if anything, for while my connection with Transformers is not really that much as a kid, but I guess if anything, upon seeing what's been going on for the past several years, pretty much since the toys have actually first started, I guess there's no doubt in my mind that Transformers is, of course, very well known for sure, So yeah, that's what I can say for Transformers as a standalone franchise for sure. Now, I guess in terms of the movies, on the other hand, well, I guess if anything, it can be quite complicated for sure, So yeah, pretty much if anything, its movie history is mainly for the past decade for sure is quite complicated to say the least, and I'm not including the 1986 version for sure because that's its own thing and has the connection to the 80s cartoon. But before you guys ask, I did manage to watch it, and I'm not gonna lie, it is actually fun to watch for sure. So yeah, for while I won't be talking about that, I'm more pretty much for this latest movie, it's more a connection to the ongoing movie series that's been going on for, of course, well, over a decade now, So yeah, and of course, this whole movie series all began with the first 5 films directed by the almighty, pretty much the almighty director of course, some over-the-top action and pretty much a kablam, boom, boom, explosion-filled massacre that he is, that being Mr. Michael Bay. Yeah, that's literally how these movies were started, mainly the first 5 films directed by Michael Bay, So yeah, and I guess if anything, I think I might as well give a little short summary, of course, of these movies for sure. So yeah, the first Transformers movie, I'm not gonna lie, is actually a pretty decent film altogether, and again, if anything, it's pretty much what you expect for a movie about Transformers, but also well, seeing how it is directed by Michael Bay is what you expect from a movie directed by Michael Bay, so yeah, but at the same time, I do acknowledge for the fact that despite of how mediocre it is, it could be a whole lot of fun for sure, So yeah, I guess if anything, the first Transformers movie from 2007, I'm not gonna lie, is actually okay for sure, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say for sure, but But, of course, they start to take a massive downhill for sure when, of course, Transformers 2, 3, 4, and 5 came around for sure. So, yeah. Pretty much on my short summary for sure, the second and the fifth Transformers movies, Revenge of the Fallen and The Last Night, I thought were just by far absolutely terrible. Really the worst ones I'm actually seeing by far. Well, of course, well, pretty much the third and fourth, the third and fourth films, Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction, I just kind of thought were just run-of-the-mill bad for sure. So yeah, not really the worst, but Transformers 3 and 4 are just your run-of-the-mill bad for sure. But it doesn't matter what I actually thought. The reason why they're all, pretty much all the Transformers sequels are bad for sure, while I still think the first film is, of course, pretty much okay at best, is that, well, it looks like the sequels all have one thing in common, and that being, of course, well, the first film actually is, I guess, for a Transformers movie, and I guess for the sequels, well, they're all bad for all one reason. They're actually doing the exact same goddamn thing the first film did! Yeah. Yeah, you know the Transformers movies are bad when, you know, they actually tried to do the exact same goddamn thing all over for sure. So yeah, I guess you can see what I mean when my relationship with the Transformers movies are complicated for sure. But however, they did start to make a massive turnaround since 2018 with the release of Bumblebee, which, if you have seen years ago when I did my video talking about the movies I've seen during the second half of 2018, I actually really enjoy it, and it is definitely much better and a massive improvement to the first 5 films for sure. So yeah, but I'm pretty sure more details on that we'll be discussing that video for sure. But yeah, short, sweet, to the point, Bumblebee, I absolutely really love that movie, and definitely one of the much better Transformers movies that came out for sure. So yeah, I guess since after that, and when I heard the news that this movie is actually coming out, I actually did get quite curious, and hopefully they might pick up some notes on what Bumblebee did and actually implement it into, of course, the next movie for sure. So yeah, and of course, when it was first announced and I saw the trailer for, of course, this movie, I actually did get myself really excited and see what they're gonna have to offer for sure. And, well, I guess since after this past weekend, where, of course, it's just me all by myself in my own home, and even did a fine job cooking myself some dinner for sure, to which BTW, my dinners that I've actually cooked up this past weekend, delicious! So yeah, I guess since after all that, I did manage to head on over to the movie theater earlier tonight, and officially got to see this latest movie that just came out, and, well, I guess I literally got back from, of course, seeing it, and I guess a lot of you guys may be wondering, what do I think of this movie now that I finally got the chance to see it? Well, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know critical reception so far is very mixed at best, but for me, personally, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I actually think it's actually pretty good. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong, it's not really as great as Bumblebee, but almost coming close to being a little bit mediocre like the first Michael Bay Transformers movie, but for what it is, I actually don't have a problem with it, and I actually find myself really liking this movie for sure. So yeah, definitely not one of the best I've actually seen out of all these movies for sure, let alone all the movies for this year, but it is actually a really good one for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright, so yeah, now that I've got the short version out of the way, I guess I might as well go ahead and talk about everything that I need to talk about for sure. So for starters is, of course, the story for, of course, this movie, and yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, pretty much of anything, I'm actually really glad that this movie actually decided to take note on what Bumblebee did and pretty much fix up the major mistakes from, of course, the last movies that came out before Bumblebee. So yeah. I guess if anything, I really do love what they've done with, of course, the story for, of course, this movie. It's pretty straightforward and actually something that's far new and different for sure, rather than doing the exact same thing all over again. Thank God for that. So yeah, I guess for what is, I really do admire, of course, what they've actually done story-wise for sure. Basically, for the title of the movie entitled Rise of the Beast, they actually took liberty, of course, the Beast Wars storyline in the Transformers lore for sure, and the way they've actually handled it is actually really quite nice, and I really do love the way they've actually done that for sure. It's nothing really too complicated or, of course, anything too repetitive. No, they really flowed out this story quite well for sure. And I mean, yeah, there were a few bumps from what I can gather, but I do think it's actually quite interesting. I'm really glad they actually went for that approach for sure. So yeah, I guess that's what I can say for, of course, the story for, of course, this movie, and, of course, the writing, I have to say, well, I mean, I will admit, probably the one thing that did kind of gripe me a bit is, of course, some parts of it I just kind of thought was very lackluster in terms of writing. In fact, I know they don't have much they want to work with for sure, but I'm sure they did the best they possibly can, and some of the few major moments and scenes are done well, while others, maybe I think could have used a little rewriter too, So yeah, I guess it's what I can say for that front, and oh yeah, I think the comedy I have to say, and yes, they did crack up a few jokes for sure, So yeah, I will admit, the comedy in this movie is not that bad for sure. I mean, it is actually pretty decent, so yeah, I mean, yeah, and yeah, I guess I will admit, some of the jokes they actually put in, I'm not gonna lie, it is actually pretty much not that bad, and I did get a good chuckle for sure, so yeah, maybe I think the comedy could have worked a whole lot better than what I was expecting, but hey, I'm sure they did the best they can work with for sure, So yeah, I guess that's what I can say for, of course, those aspects that I mentioned for sure. Some of them could have been done a whole lot better, but I really do admire the nice bit of effort they put into this one. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on that. All right, so yeah, now that I've got those out of the way, I guess I might as well go ahead and talk about the next couple of things I need to talk about. So yeah, I guess if anything, I might as well go ahead and move on to the next aspect, that being, of course, the characters. And yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the characters, I have to say, they really did a fine job with, of course, all of them. They do, I really do admire the good sense of development they've actually given to these characters, and I actually do find myself caring for them quite well for sure. Not fully, but still actually quite nice for sure. And yeah, thankfully enough, pretty much whether it be, of course, the human characters, to which thankfully there's not that many human characters for sure, which, yeah, again, thank God for that, because, well, this movie is called Transformers, not Humans, so yeah. I guess if anything, the human characters they plug in, for while we don't see much of them for sure, I do think they have a good sense of development, and yeah, even the Transformers in this movie for sure, we definitely know the ones hands down. Yeah, particularly, of course, a couple of the Autobots that we know, that being Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, and yeah, that's just to name me a few for sure, and yeah, And yeah, I think pretty much, if anything, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and the Autobots are really good characters for sure. And I really do love the good amount of other characters that we got for sure. With, of course, the Maximals. Those are actually really fun to watch. And even the villains of this movie, the Terracons, to which, yeah, thankfully there's no Decepticons. Yeah, you heard that right. A Transformers movie without the Decepticons. Let that sink in. So yeah, I actually do think they're actually really fun villains for sure. And I really do admire, of course, what they're actually trying to do. And oh yeah, there's one other villain that I'm not going to give away for sure in this movie, because that will spoil the entire thing. But I will say this. This villain character in this movie is certainly a whole lot better than the way they botch it up in Transformers The Last Night. Again, let that sink in for sure, So yeah, I guess if anything, the characters I will have to say overall, I say they are actually done very well, and yeah, for a while they didn't get much for sure, but I do admire them hands down for sure. So, and of course, all the actors that came on board to play all these characters, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they actually pulled off some really, really good performances in my opinion. So yeah, I guess if anything, from the way I've actually seen it for sure, I really do admire, of course, what they've actually done for sure. And all the actors they brought on board, they all really gave off some really good performances in my opinion. So yeah, I guess that's what I can say for, of course, that front for sure. And of course, seeing how I did mention Optimus Prime, I can't get enough of hearing Peter Cullen playing Optimus Prime for sure. So yeah. Yeah, you can't have pretty much a you can't have Transformers without Optimus Prime for sure. And Peter Cullen really does deliver well as Optimus Prime as always. So yeah. And yeah, I guess that's another thing I should actually mention. Pretty much every single time I actually see Optimus Prime in this movie, I'm not gonna give away what he does in this movie, but I will say, when you actually see it for sure, you actually do feel sorry for him for sure. But again, I'm not going to give all of it away because that will spoil the entire movie for sure. But hey, once you actually do see the movie, you'll know exactly what I mean for sure. So yeah, I guess that's what I can say for, of course, the characters and the actors in this movie for sure. Yeah, the characters are, of course, fun to watch and have a really good sense of development, and the actors really definitely did pull off some really good performances in this movie. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so now that I've got those two out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Well, actually, quite a whole lot. So for starters, the action, I will have to say, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is actually done really good. I mean, pretty much, if anything, it's pretty much what you expect. Pretty much, when you think of a Transformers movie, the one thing that you actually think of at the top of your head is, of course, robots fighting. And, well, looks like in this movie, you're definitely gonna get some robots fighting. So yeah, I will have to admit, the action, for while it's not really the best I've actually seen, it is actually done really good. The way they actually show the robots fighting each other, with, of course, little bits of explosions here and there, but thankfully not too much, because again, Michael Bay is not directing this movie. Again, Michael Bay is not directing this movie. Let that sink in. But yeah, needless to say, I do think the action in this movie is actually done really good, and I really follow through on, of course, what's going on entirely. So yeah, and of course, the visuals and the effects in this movie, I will admit it's not the best I've actually seen, but I do admit it's, of course, quite nice entirely, and I really do love the amount of creativity they actually put into, of course, this one. However, I will have to admit the CGI-ing in this movie, well, compared to the other movies, to me, for while the robot designs actually are really good, and I really do admire, of course, what goes on, especially the Maximals and the Terracons. Yeah, personally, the CGI in certain parts, I will admit, is, of course, massively off, and I just kind of thought it's probably could have used another bits of rendering or two to actually make it all the more exciting for sure, so. But yeah, I guess it's pretty much one of my many complaints about this movie for sure, so. So yeah, and of course, the direction of this movie done by the film's director, which, by the way, who is also directing Creed 2, I will admit it's not the best I've actually seen from him, but it is actually done really good, and I really do admire the good sense of effort he's trying to put into, of course, this movie for sure, and I do applaud him for that, so. Oh, excuse me for a second, so. So yeah, and of course, the cinematography in this movie is actually done pretty well, and it actually provides some really good camera shots they actually throwing in, which is actually quite nice, and I really do love on how well cut up this film is through some really fantastic editing, which is just pitch perfect. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say for, of course, that up front, and of course, if anything, for probably another thing I can actually complain is that the climax, I will admit, again, I'm not going to give away what goes on for sure, but for while the climax is actually interesting to watch, I just kind of felt it dragged on for a bit too long, and there's no sense of a build-up leading towards it for sure, and I guess I can already pinpoint on, of course, what goes on for sure, so there's no real need for that, but hey, maybe I think, if anything, it's pretty much what I said earlier with, of course, the writing. Maybe I think there might be some things that are missing a bit to help flow out with, of course, this movie, but yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just me for sure, so. But however, I do admire the interesting callbacks they actually did with, of course, not just the Transformers franchise for sure, but also actually pretty much had some interesting callbacks to the other films that came before. Pretty much, if anything, they actually did throwing a really nice callback to the last film, Bumblebee, to which, again, I'm not going to give away what it is for sure. You'll just have to see for yourself, and maybe I think one or two good points from the first 5 films for sure, so. But hey, maybe it's just me, but more importantly, I do admire, of course, what they've actually done and actually try to do something new and different while actually still carrying out on what Transformers means, and, well, for a movie called Transformers, you're definitely going to get something that definitely involves the Transformers, so. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say for, of course, that up front for sure. So yeah, I guess with all those combined, I guess you can pretty much see where I am talking about for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Alright, so I guess with all that said and done, that's pretty much all I can say for all those aspects. So yeah, I guess overall, for while I don't really think it's actually as great as the last film, Transformers Rise of the Beast is actually a pretty good and actually pretty fun experience for me nonetheless, whether you're an average moviegoer or a die-hard Transformers fan for sure, So yeah, I mean, I know that's not saying a whole lot because I know, again, this movie did garner a lot of mixed reactions as of now from critics for sure, but to me, I actually think it's actually a good one for sure, and yeah, I guess if anything, I'm I'm really glad they actually did take notes on what the last movie did and actually take it as a step forward for sure. So yeah, not really as great as Bumblebee, but nowhere near decent like the first Michael Bay movie for sure. But needless to say, I think the best way I can describe this movie is probably somewhere in between those two. Yeah, where I thought Bumblebee was great and the first Michael Bay Transformers movie was just okay. I guess Rise of the Beast is somewhere down in the middle for sure, which, yeah, I guess to me, still qualifies as being, well, good. So yeah, not really one of the best films I've actually seen this year, let alone one of the best films I've actually seen in the Transformers movie series for some time. But I still think it's actually a really good one that's definitely well worth checking out, and I'm really glad that I actually got to experience that because, yeah, unlike the Michael Bay ones, where, of course, I don't want to see any more of them because of how bad they're getting, I guess pretty much the ones we're getting now from Bumblebee, this movie, and pretty much and beyond is, of course, where I definitely can say I do want to see more of them for sure. So, and good thing too, because if anything, I'm quite curious to see, of course, what other direction they're going to go on next by the time they actually do make more of these movies for sure. Because, yeah, if anything, I do think Transformers actually has a lot of great potential to actually be a really good series of movies for sure. And yeah, I guess pretty much since 2018, I think it is starting to look like it's going to go in that direction. Will it, but I guess if anything, will it actually pretty much go back to the ways of being crappy like all the other ones that came out before Bumblebee? Well, it's hard to say, and you may never know for sure. I mean, I didn't know if this movie would actually be good or not, but hey, I guess if anything, I do think it is actually pretty much a good step in the right direction, and I do hope that we'll possibly get more of those for sure. So yeah, I'd much rather pretty much see more of these movies that go on from Bumblebee and onwards than another round of course, Michael Bay playing with his boy toys. To which, yeah, I guess you can pretty much tell looking back on the first 5 films, it's pretty much just basically just what you expect from any other Michael Bay movie, to which, yeah, if you actually dig picture in your head on what Michael Bay is like in the director's chair, pretty much the one thing that comes to your mind is, why isn't everything exploding? And why are there no women serving as eye candy? And why is there no shaky cam? Why is there now a way where, of course, I can't make out what's going on? So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say on that front, but regardless, Transformers Rise of the Beast, for while not really one of the best films I've actually seen, it is actually a really good one that's definitely well worth checking out. So yeah, and because of that, for my final score, yeah, I'm definitely going to be nice on this one, and I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10 as my final score. So yeah, again, definitely not one of the best films I've actually seen this year, let alone the best out of all these Transformers movies for sure, but it is actually a really good one that's definitely well worth checking out. And, well, I guess if anything, if by any chance you do plan on going to see it, then, well, I guess if anything, to quote Optimus Prime, the only thing I can say is, transform and roll out! So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front for sure, so yeah. Alright. And I guess on that thought, that'll pretty much do exactly that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and by all means, let me know in the comment section below if you have seen Transformers Rise of the Beast. I would definitely love to know on what you thought about it, if you actually have seen it for sure. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say on, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and yeah, now that I've actually got done with, of course, my second revisit for sure, seems like for next weekend, I know it's actually quite clear that next weekend is, of course, both The Flash and the newest Pixar movie, Elemental, for sure. And, well, here's the thing. I am definitely gonna, pretty much, definitely gonna go see them for sure, but I'm probably gonna have to wait until sometime later because, well, my girlfriend and her family are gonna be coming back to visit me again, so I might as well get myself prepped up for that. But don't worry about a thing. I'll definitely be sure to check out both The Flash and Elemental once I do actually check them out for sure. But maybe, I guess, sometime after the visit, or maybe some way to work around it. But we'll have to wait and see. But I'll definitely let you guys know for sure. But I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with SamAttack4427's, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, Ackley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and showing support to me on both of my wish lists on Amazon and Right Stuff Anime, and even supporting me with my link on Streamlabs that you can find on my Twitch page. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.